Trillium Brewing Company. It's based in Massachusetts and have been brewing beer for over a decade.
That's right. And it all started with a husband and wife team, JC and Esther Tetreault, in 2013. And together they've built a brand that has far exceeded their expectations in size, product, and passion.
The idea for Trillium came about not long after I met Esther. I was really into beer. Her mother gave me a home winemaking kit that sat in the closet for a little while, and then a friend of mine was making cider at home, and then I started thinking about home brewing beer, and it just went off the rails from there.
We brewed all the beer for our wedding in 2009, and by that point, it had taken over everything in our lives. So at first it was just fun for us and our friends and our family, and then it became, I think this could be something we could do for real.
Drawing on Esther's business school background and JC's insatiable appetite for creation, the duo opened the doors to Trillium's first location in Boston.
The first day that we opened, there was anticipation, but I was kind of like, what if nobody shows up? We actually did have a line, and there had been so much kind of anticipation for Boston's first craft brewery in decades that we had a hard time keeping up, actually, and we had to close the doors on our third day of business because we had run out of beer.
Since opening in 2013, they have expanded to 5 locations, including a distillery and a farm.
Our first beer was called Trillium as well, so we wanted to be that beer that kind of fit any moment, was made with local malt, and had this really characterful fermentation expression. So that's what's in front of us today. So now we're able to make this with grain from our own farm, which is really exciting.
We were standing in our tiny little brewery on Congress Street, and he said, you know, when you have a brewery, you're like 90% of the way to a distillery. And I was like, give it a minute.
So we pump beer, or whiskey mash, into the continuous column at 10 gallons a minute, and steam comes in from the bottom, and then spirit will continuously flow off the still.
Wow. And this is a game of patience, because what you're starting now will take years, right? Or
many years.
Many years.
So the trick for patience is to just keep starting new projects, so that you're
That's how we have ended up where we are.
You're occupied in the moment, and then all of a sudden 10 years have gone by. I think there's a lot of people that can identify with the idea of the Sunday night scaries, or not wanting to get up and go to work in the morning. I have the exact opposite. Like my eyes pop open earlier, than the alarm, and I just can't wait to get in and work on the new project.
I'm like, at least say bye. You could say bye to me in the morning. It's like out the door.
You got a kiss this morning?
This morning.
What are you most proud of out of all of this?
It's always going to be the team and the opportunities and the growth that they've been able to experience.
Everybody feels like they discovered Trillium for themselves, or they remember their first experience, their friend that introduced them to it. And I love hearing those stories. People feel so invested in what Trillium is that it means so much to them, just as much as it means to us.
Is this ever what you imagined?
No. How could you possibly dream like this was? Oh, this is going to be what happens.
This is crazy.
That's quite the love story on multiple levels.
I know, and what's so fun is that they work together, and they both have learned so much about one another from working together.
And they still love each other.
They still love each other, and they still keep dreaming up these big ideas. JC, he's just like an idea machine. And Esther is there to help and support.
Execute.
She's such a creative. It's incredible. If you guys haven't checked out their spot in Canton, it's awesome. And try their whiskey and all that good stuff.
Okay, local
spirits.